I'm getting so close to you, I'm also going to sit in your chair.
It's recording.
Hi!
Hello.
I'm Charlene.
I'm Natasha.
And I will be interviewing Natasha today. All right, let's get started. Question 1. Who is the most important person in your life?
Most important person in my life. Me. Not really.
Other than you, Natasha.
Probably like my mom. Or can I just say like my family? My whole family is like the most important
group of people.
Yeah. If my family, I consider them one person.
My family is a conglomerate person.
They're like
a super person,
and they connect into one giant person.
Okay.
Not really. My family is the most important. I love my family. All of them.
All of them.
They are important to me. They are my biggest fans.
That's good. They're very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. Okay, next question. What is something important? What is an important thing you've done this past year?
This past year, I've done absolutely nothing important. It's February.
Oh, okay. This past year, last year.
Last year?
Yeah, like within a year in the past since last February.
I turned 19.
That's good. An accomplishment.
I started my second year of college.
Also
Not that
good.
important.
Well,
but the most important is I cut all of my hair off. It used to be like down to here, really long and flowing, and I hadn't cut it since since middle school. No, that's a lie. Since my senior year of high school. But for a really long time, it was really long, and I just got fed up with it and decided it was time for a change. Because it was a new year. I did it over Christmas break. New year was coming, and also this is my second year at a women's college, so I got that women empowerment. I'm a woman now.
Don't have to stick to the status quo. Can cut my hair short if I want to.
Yeah, that sort of thing. And I've always wanted to cut my hair short, like ever since I was little, but I was always too afraid to. So I decided, throw caution to the wind.
Feels good. Doesn't it feel good?
Mm-hmm.
It washes easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, I use a lot less shampoo.
That was the main
sometimes
thing I
do still use my old hair amount, so I've got like this giant thing of shampoo that I put in my hair
3 times the amount.
Too much. But then I can do like a cool mohawk.
Yeah. It's sort of like if you use the same amount of shampoo, you can wash your hair like 3 times as many times in one shower or something.
So
all right.
That's like the most important thing that I've done this last year, and I'm very happy I did it. I was kind of afraid I'd regret it like shortly after, but I'm still incredibly happy with it.
Yeah.
Except for a couple days that get bad hair days, but today was kind of one of them. Look at that.
A dollop of hair. If you could go on a date with anyone, who would it be, and what would you do? Who would it be?
Like anyone
Anyone?
Anyone still alive?
Anyone still alive who you like right now? Who is it, Natasha?
Well, first, I'd say the first semester of this year, it would have been Matt Smith.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good one.
Like the whole time the Doctor Who was on for this last season, I was just absolutely in love with him. And I still have a special place for him in my heart. But right now, Michael Cera is at the top of my heart list.
What would you do on a date with Michael Cera?
You've asked me this question before,
I know.
and I went a little carried away with it, so I'm going to do a
Aw.
simplified version,
I
because
wanted
then it
you
would
to-
take up the rest of the time.
It's okay. The rest of the questions are terrible.
Should I go and get my...
No. Just make it up.
We'd start with, we'd go on a picnic in the woods. Maybe we go camping. Oh, here's my phone. I could tell you, should I just read this
Yeah,
story?
read the story that you wrote.
It's not even finished.
read
So
up to, read up to
it's the first thing on my notes. Okay. So, if I was to go, here, look, you might not be able to see it. This whole thing here is my story. I've been asked this question before. First, we would go to some indie hipster band concert that nobody knows about. After that, we would get in a flying car that's painted like 60s chic coloring. Like it's an ugly car. I'm imagining like an ugly yellow, like a mustard with like a green pinstripe going down the side. So one of those. It doesn't have wings. It just flies, and it runs off of pure hipsterness. The more obscure your thoughts are, the faster and further it will fly. Since we're both hipster lords, our flying hipstermobile will be virtually invincible. While flying through the sky, we shall munch on delicious garlic bread to our heart's content, without giving a single care to the fact that bread does, in fact, make you fat. If while soaring through the air, we spot evildoers, we will not hesitate to land and defeat them using the sheer awesome of our musical talents and the pure power of our undying love.
Oh.
Along with the power of self-respect. Eventually, we would land in a beautiful forest and hike through the hills, searching for mythical beasts and mystical hermits who hold the answers to our true destiny. We would climb trees, play with squirrels, and make our homes in the branches. We will eat from the forest and learn his ways. And the wolves will come and ask us deep questions, to which we will answer, we all just have stars in our eyes. Though we will never know what that means, the wolves have always understood this and will accept us as their own. We shall run with the wind, the wolves at our tails, and never look back, and have no regrets. Where's the next part? Through the wilderness we shall fly till we can run no more. We shall hit the sea, dark and deep with its mystery, but we shall not fear its unknown depths, for we have each other. He and I and he, together we shall build a ship from the wood of the trees, and with a sail woven from beams of sunlight. With the wind at our backs and the sun in our eyes, we sail for the horizon. The sirens from the deep may try to lure our ship into the rocks and drag our struggling bodies down into the depths. But
New.
no, I read that before. But we shall resist their song, for what we are sailing for is far more alluring than anything they could ever put before us. Sea beasts and dragons will nary dare tamper with us, and pirates will head for the hills, the moment they see our sunbeam sails. A holy ship they will think us to be, and angels from heaven they will see us as, for the brilliant light from our sails will leave them with no other conclusion. We shall sail right up to the horizon, to the end of the earth. We shall stare into the abyss below, and take each other's hands in our own. Out beyond, we'll see a brilliant star, and as our ship begins to fall, we take a leap and drift off into space.
Space? That's cool. All right, that took up a lot of time, so I just want to get to the next question. When did you realize you were a person?
When did I realize I was a person?
Yeah. So like when you're little and you start having like deeper thoughts than just like what you see and what you hear, like you think about other things. You know, when do you start thinking? When did you start thinking?
I've been thinking like forever. No, I have. Like I remember just even when I was in like elementary school, I would just sit in class instead of paying attention. I would think about things like, why do we drive in cars? I mean, they're just wheels with like seat belts on them. I don't know. I guess I was thinking about weird stuff and thinking about questioning things
That's
pretty
good.
much all the time.
So back in elementary school then.
Yeah, back in elementary school.
That's really cool because some people don't have deep thoughts until like at least like
Or
14 or something. Or ever. I've never had a deep thought in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. I just like to think of the things as they go by. I don't get much deeper than that. Oh gosh. Another one is, are you nostalgic? Are you a nostalgic person? Do you think of the past a lot?
Only when I'm lonely or feeling kind of down, then I think about the past and then I feel even worse.
Oh.
But because I've lost lots of friends and missed a few opportunities, but yeah, I guess so. I think about the past a lot,
That can make you
but
nostalgic.
not always sad things.
No.
Like a lot of times, I'll think of
Yeah.
funny stories that happened.
That's also nostalgia.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'm pretty.
Okay. Because some people are like, oh, the past, it's okay, it's gone, like Hakuna Matata or whatever you want to think of. Put your past behind you. And yeah, but I guess, okay,
No,
other
not
people are
like
not.
that.
Another question.
We
What
have
kind
time for,
of
like one more short
what
question.
kind of dessert do you like? That's a short question.
I like snickerdoodles
Snickerdoodles
and gingerbread
and angel food cake.
and angel food cake. How can I forget?
That was my, I thought that would be your first answer.
Angel food cake. Well, I had a snickerdoodle today. That's the first thing that came to mind.
cucumber.
Strawberries with sugar on them, and there was one more I was gonna say. Well, that's all the time we have.
All right.
We'll never know what that last thing is, but it doesn't really matter.
All right. See you next time.
So long.
Bye.
Hope my story didn't bore you.